What's going on, everyone? Musaki from the Chaldea Gurus here, and we need to talk about something. So yeah, I know it's been a while since I made a video, but there's something that's going on in the gacha gaming space that I think is very important that I need to put my words out there on. So let's just jump into it. Over the course of the past few weeks, you might have heard of a certain character that's coming up in another very popular gacha game, Honkai Star Rail. Now, this character isn't officially out, but the leaks for this character have been very pervasive, and what they're on about is something entirely different in the gacha gaming space. I've been playing gacha games for a very long time. Fate Grand Order is an old game, and I've been playing gacha games since around it, so 10 years. And in my 10 years of playing any of these type of games, this is the worst thing I've ever seen that someone tries to put into these games. And so let me go ahead and just read this very on-point question from the Gacha Gaming Reddit. I rarely cite the Gacha Gaming Reddit because it is a cesspool, but this is a pretty good take here. Now, it says here, what is your opinion about premium units having global passives? Do you think this will spark backlash, or would players defend the devs like they're firstborn? So, allow me to put you into perspective. Fate Grand Order players, will start with you. Let's see, you want to go ahead and you roll for Merlin. You get Merlin. Now, when you get Merlin, all your Buster servants do 200% more damage overall just by having Merlin on the account. You don't need to have Merlin in your team. You do not need to have Merlin in your backline. You just need to own Merlin. You don't even have to level them up. You just have to own Merlin. That's pretty busted, isn't it? That's pretty pay to win, isn't it? That is probably the most blatant pay to win aspect that someone would try to add to a game. Now, what dev would actually be crazy enough to add this? Now, certainly there wouldn't be any devs that would actually try to do this. It's definitely very predatory, right? Well, you'd be wrong. In the beta for one of these characters that is not released, and if you know, you know, this character actually gives a global buff of sorts that will allow people to be revived, even if they're not in the team. That is absolutely absurd. That is absolutely insane, and that should not be in any gacha game. Now, for those of you who don't understand why this is so bad, allow me to break this down for you. Because I see some people saying, hey, you just don't need to roll for the character. We cannot wait until the character is out and choose not to roll for the character, because at that point it is too late. At this point, this buff, this stat is so crazy that if it made it out into live, due to laws, you can't remove it. You might be wondering why. Well, this is a gacha game. You have paid to roll for this unit. If you roll for the unit and all of a sudden later they maybe nerf it, well, that causes some problems. There's some legal issues there. So for that reason, you cannot change a unit, like make them worse after they come out. That is the problem that we're facing, and that's exactly why it cannot wait till it comes out. Why else is this predatory? Okay, sure, you get a free revive. That doesn't matter, right? We got Bailu. Bailu, you have to put them in your team. This is just you're owning them. They're just on your account. You don't need to like level them up fully. Yeah, you level one aspect, but that's it. You don't need to put them in your team. You just have to roll them and get lucky. That's it. Essentially paying for an account-wide buff. That is absolutely absurd, and that is a horrible precedent to set. Because Hoyoverse is so big and literally the top dog in the gacha gaming sphere, I understand people like their favorite gacha games, but let's be real. There's a reason why we know Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, and Honkai Star Rail. It's literally the top dog right now. If they get away with this, literally other gacha games are going to copy them. Maybe not your favorite one, but others will. And that is not something the gacha space needs. It's already a very predatory space anyway. They engage in FOMO, countless gambling tactics to try and keep you invested and keep you spending money over and over and over again. If you simply just don't have your voice heard here and don't raise a stink over this, then it's gonna get worse. So everyone's been saying, all right, gotta quit Honkai Star Rail, or hey, you can't be spending any money. And I agree. Personally, I don't agree with Fate Grand Order so much. I am not spending a single dime, and I've been free to play for the past few months, and I intend to continue to be free to play for the rest of the time I'm playing FGO until the day I inevitably uninstall. But for Honkai Star Rail, I'm going a step further. If for whatever reason this character comes out with this buff intact, meaning you still have the fact that all you need to do is own them, and you can just get a free revive forever. I'm done. I will uninstall Honkai Star Rail. I will not play. I will go a step further. I won't even play Zenless Zone Zero. I'm not playing any Hoyoverse game because I can't. You need to understand, the more people that do this, the more people that uninstall the game or stop paying for the game, they're gonna listen. Zenless Zone Zero changed his ways pretty fast when people didn't start spending money there. And Wuthering Waves, they listened to their countless amount of people complaining about the game, the critical feedback that was given, and now 2.0 and 2.1 are amazing. Your voice does matter. I get in some aspects that sometimes the people don't know necessarily what they want. I think very clearly people know what they want here. Universally, generally, no one wants this to go through. And if you want this to go through, then I just need you to take a minute, ask some questions on why. I'm not gonna blame anyone. I just want to do my best to educate you guys, because this is bad. No matter what gacha game you play, you do not want to incentivize a company for making a character, making you roll for them, and all of a sudden, because you got lucky and rolled that character, your whole account gets a buff. It doesn't matter how insignificant the buff is. It's the fact that you don't have to use them. There's no critical choice that you have to say, hey, I'm gonna pick this character and this character because of this interaction and I get this effect. No, you're just gonna, I just rolled Koyanskaya. So yeah, I just get to get permanent -5 to my skill cooldowns. Perfect. Oh, I just rolled Kafka because I mean all my dot damage is increased by 300% just because I have Kafka on my account. That sounds absurd. Come on, guys. You might be thinking I'm overreacting. You might be thinking that, oh, I'm just hopping on the train. I'm honestly concerned. I've been concerned about this for a couple of days now, to the point where I've been flirting about making a video, about not making a video, and today I'm just saying, you know what, F it, we need to make a video on this. I don't care if I don't primarily cover Honkai Star Rail. I don't care if you know me for my fake Great Order content. If this goes through, this will have ripples in multiple gacha games. Maybe not now, and maybe not your selected favorite one, but it will eventually take over. Remember how loot boxes were? Remember how battle passes were? Season passes. These things in the gaming space have a way of cropping up once one company does it and is successful with it. So let's not do what the people in Genshin Impact did. Let's not complain that, oh my goodness, I can't believe they're putting 2 of the double units at the same time. I don't support this, Genshin. And then proceed to completely roll every single possible copy for them and make a video about it. Come on, guys. Let's not do that. Let's also not support and fully max out these units, because you're sending the wrong message to the company when you spend this amount of money. Anywhere between $100 to $300 it costs to get a character in Honkai Star Rail, in Genshin, in Zenless Zone Zero. If you max them out, you're looking at somewhere about $2,000. FGO is a little bit worse than that, because the pity right now in NA does not carry over, and even when it does, that is still a lot of money. That's some people's paycheck, 2 of their paychecks. That's some people's rent money. You have to take into consideration what we're doing here. And if you want to talk about it in the comments, please do. If you want to come over to the Discord, talk to it there, please do. If you want to come to the stream on twitch.tv/gachagurus, please do so, because this is very important. We can't let this go through. And the only way we can do this, the only way that we can make sure it doesn't happen, is if we raise a stink about it. If we talk about it, make videos on it, make posts on it, talk about it in the Discord, let your voices be heard. Do not be silent. Because if you are silent, if you continue to spend money on this game, you are complicit. So the day I roll Trippy is the last day that I'm spending money on Honkai Star Rail, unless I start seeing some real change. I don't care how much I love Saber when eventually the fake collab comes out, or whatever character they decide to add. I don't care. I'm not spending money on a game that is going to treat its players like this. And I don't think you should either. Top supporters, thank you so much for supporting us in all this time. I know we haven't been making a lot of content, but just you being here means the world to us. Thank you so much for your support. And until next time, guys, my name is Musaki from the Chaldea Gurus, aka the Gacha Gurus. We'll see you on the next one. Make sure to comment down below. Let's get a discussion going. See you around.